Okay, Brian, just introduce yourself to...
Okay, I'm Brian Campfield, President of Belfast Trade Union Council.
Okay, and why are you here today?
We're here protesting against the assault by Israel on the Gaza Strip. They claim it's an assault on Hamas, but it's clearly an assault on the people of Gaza, because they have killed many civilians in what are unjustified attacks. So it's an absolute disgrace.
It is. Okay, Brian, thanks very much.
Okay.
Alright, so why are you here today?
Well, I think what's happening in Gaza and what's happening in general to the Palestinian people, it's decision time. And people can either be opposed to it, or they can acquiesce and agree with it. And the people who are here today, I think quite clearly are saying the slaughter that's taking place, particularly over this last number of days, is not going to happen in 9 days. And whether it's a big protest or a small protest, people have a moral right to say, no, this is not acceptable and it's not enough. And I, as an individual, especially as an Irish person, will not be part of what's taking place in the Gaza and to the Palestinian people in general, whether it's this week or last week or indeed next week.
Do you think this is disproportionate, this response?
Well, I think if you look at the excuse of the Israeli administration or government are currently putting out, which has been accepted by the media, is this is some kind of tit for tat retaliation. There are, as we speak now, there are a minimum of 370 Palestinian men, women, children killed, and unfortunately there's one Israeli killed. So if anyone's keeping a scoreboard, which I don't think is the way to approach this, but if anyone is, then absolutely what is happening now is nothing short of massacre and murder and mayhem.
Okay, Joe, thanks very much.
It's not the first thing that's happened. It's been going on for a very long time. So, you know, it is a cowardly act, but it's not the first cowardly act. You know, there's been many of these acts that are happening for a very long time. So it's nothing really new.
So, do you think they'll go in on the ground?
Well, whether they do or whether they don't, I think, you know, whether they do it now, it's not a terribly important question. You know, the important question is, look at the history, look at the way they've made their decisions. It's been happening for such a long time, so it's pretty inevitable that something like that is going to happen at some point if something isn't done.
Do you think the Arab world is angry?
Yeah.
I think they're united?
Yes, well, I definitely think most people in the world are, to an extent, you know, especially third world countries, aware of what the injustices that are happening. You know, even here in like, you know, in the developed world, people who are aware to an extent.
Would I look at you? Right?
Jennifer, why are you here today?
Well, I'm here to show my support for the Palestinians in Gaza. I'm here to show my support for the Palestinians in Gaza who have been under siege and who are now being murdered by the Israelis. But obviously the airstrikes that have happened over this past 3 days.
Yeah. We'll have a lot of people dead in Gaza.
Well, as far as I know, there's over 300 now, and that's confirmed dead. There's loads of other people that are still buried under the rubble, they're saying. So, I mean, I think that it's a real, it's a killing spree, and it's a form of aggression.
Do you think they'll go in on the ground?
Well, it looks like it. I hope we don't, but it looks like they will. And I mean, they have to understand that these people have been held under siege for quite some time. It's like an open-air prison they're living in. And really, their suffering has just been has been ongoing. But they're now getting bombed. There was a school hit the other day. There's a number of children. I think 50+ children have been killed as well. So I think the world has to sit up and take notice. So I'm here to show my support for those people, those Palestinians off Gaza, and the Palestinians in the other occupied territories in Israel.
Okay. All right, Jennifer, thanks.